D-Day.
A date that completely changed the course of history. In the early hours of that morning, over 250,000 Allied soldiers, sailors, and airmen launched the largest amphibious invasion the world had ever seen. The goal: to reclaim Nazi-occupied France and begin the liberation of Western Europe. The beaches of Normandy were divided into 5 sectors: Utah, Omaha, Gold, Juno, and Sword. Each one was assigned to different Allied forces: American, British, Canadian, and the task was break through the core German defenses and secure an outpost in Nazi-occupied Europe. At 6:30, the first wave of American troops hit the beaches of Utah and Omaha. They were met with devastating firepower, machine guns, mortars, and artillery from the outpost of German forces, who had turned these beaches into killing zones. But the Allies weren't alone. Hundreds of Allied bombers and paratroopers played amazing roles in the invasion. Hours before the beach raid, over 15,000 paratroopers were dropped behind enemy lines in an effort to disturb German defenses and secure key positions. But the airdrop was far from perfect. Many paratroopers were scattered, landing in the wrong areas, facing enemy fire immediately. Despite the hardships, the Allies pressed forward. The initial beachhead was secured, and as reinforcements, tanks, artillery, and more soldiers arrived, the Germans began to retreat. It wasn't a quick victory, but every inch gained was another step closer to breaking the Nazi hold on Western Europe. By the end of the day, the Allies had established a beachhead, but the battle was far from over. The liberation of France would take months, and thousands more lives would be lost in the fight to push the Germans back. But D-Day, June 6, 1944, had marked the beginning of the end. For Nazi Germany, D-Day was a victory not just of strategy and weapons, but of courage. The courage of those who landed in the face of almost certain death, and the courage to never give up, no matter the cost. The price of freedom was high, but it was a price worth paying. Well then, I, Trickster, shall take my leave.